Captain Jack Harper stood on the bridge of the Starship Horizon, staring at the approaching alien fleet on the holographic display. The vessels were sleek, massive, and bristling with weapons, unlike anything humanity had encountered before. "Incoming transmission," the communications officer said. "Put it through," Harper replied, his voice steady despite the tension. The screen flickered, and the image of a tall, imposing alien female appeared. Her skin was a deep shade of blue, her eyes fierce and commanding. She introduced herself as Commander Zirana of the Amazonian Confederacy. "Humans," she began, her voice resonating with authority, "we have observed your species and found your reluctance for warfare intriguing. We come not as conquerors, but as explorers seeking knowledge and understanding." Harper took a deep breath. "We are willing to engage in dialogue, Commander Zirana. Our preference for peace does not mean we are weak, but that we value life and diplomacy." Zirana's eyes narrowed slightly, a hint of curiosity replacing her initial sternness. "Very well, Captain Harper. Let us begin by understanding each other." The bridge crew exchanged glances, the tension easing slightly. Harper turned to his first officer, Lieutenant Grace Sinclair. "Prepare a shuttle, Lieutenant. We're going to meet them face to face." As the Horizon docked with the Amazonian flagship, Harper and a small delegation boarded the alien vessel. The interior was a blend of advanced technology and intricate artistry, reflecting the Amazonians' sophisticated culture. "We need to proceed with caution, but also with an open mind," Harper advised his team as they walked through the ornate corridors. They were led to a grand chamber where Zirana and her advisors awaited. The atmosphere was tense, but respectful. Zirana's imposing presence was softened by a curious gaze as she regarded the human delegation. "We are a warrior society," Zirana explained. "Our history is filled with conflict and conquest, but we have grown weary of constant warfare. Your reluctance to engage in battle intrigued us. We wish to learn from you." Harper nodded. "Our history is also marked by conflict, but we have learned that war is not the only path to resolve disputes. We seek peace and cooperation wherever possible." As the discussions progressed, the humans and Amazonians shared their histories, cultures, and philosophies. Despite their differences, they found common ground in their desire for understanding and growth. Days turned into weeks as the dialogue between the humans and Amazonians continued. Captain Harper and Commander Zirana developed a mutual respect, recognizing the strengths in each other's perspectives. "We propose a joint expedition," Zirana suggested one day, "a mission to explore uncharted space together. It will be an opportunity to learn from each other and strengthen our alliance." Harper agreed. "A combined effort could yield significant discoveries and foster trust between our species. Let's do it." The plan was set in motion. A fleet comprising ships from both species was assembled, and they set off on their journey into the unknown. As the fleet traveled through the vast expanse of space, the crews of the human and Amazonian ships worked together, sharing knowledge and learning from each other's expertise. The collaboration brought about a sense of camaraderie and mutual respect. Lieutenant Sinclair found herself frequently interacting with her Amazonian counterpart, First Officer Nirala. "Your approach to strategy is fascinating," Sinclair remarked during one of their joint tactical meetings. "You blend precision with creativity in ways we hadn't considered." Nirala smiled, her fierce eyes softening. "And your reluctance for war has shown us the power of diplomacy and cooperation. We have much to learn from each other." The expedition encountered strange phenomena and new worlds. On one mission, they discovered a planet with ruins of an ancient civilization. As they explored, they encountered remnants of advanced technology and mysterious artifacts. "This technology is unlike anything we've seen," Zirana said, examining an intricate device. "It could provide valuable insights into our own advancements." Harper nodded. "We should study it carefully. There might be clues to the fate of this civilization and lessons for our future." As the joint team worked together, they uncovered more about the ancient civilization, piecing together its history and the possible reasons for its downfall. The process of discovery brought the humans and Amazonians closer, their shared excitement and curiosity bridging any remaining cultural gaps. We're making history together, Sinclair said to Nirala as they stood on a ridge overlooking the ruins. This alliance could be the start of something incredible. Nirala nodded. Indeed, we are stronger together, and our combined knowledge will lead us to new heights. As the fleet continued its journey, the bond between the humans and Amazonians grew stronger. They faced challenges and overcame them through their collaboration, their differences becoming their greatest strengths. Harper and Zirana often reflected on the progress they had made. We have achieved much together, Zirana said during a quiet moment on the bridge of her ship. Your reluctance for warfare has shown us a new path. Harper smiled, and your strength and determination have taught us valuable lessons. Together, we are better. With their spirits high and their determination unwavering, the joint expedition continued their journey into the unknown, ready to face whatever challenges lay ahead. Days turned into weeks as the dialogue between the humans and Amazonians continued. Captain Jack Harper and Commander Zirana developed a mutual respect, recognizing the strengths in each other's perspectives. One evening during a shared meal in the Amazonian flagship's grand dining hall, Zirana presented an idea. We propose a joint expedition, she began, a mission to explore uncharted space together. It will be an opportunity to learn from each other and strengthen our alliance. Harper considered her words carefully. A combined effort could yield significant discoveries and foster trust between our species. But such a mission will require careful planning and cooperation. Zirana nodded. Agreed. Our crews will need to work closely, sharing responsibilities and knowledge. Back on the horizon, Harper convened a meeting with his senior staff, including Lieutenant Grace Sinclair and Chief Engineer David O'Connor. Commander Zirana has proposed a joint expedition into uncharted space, Harper explained. This mission could strengthen our alliance and lead to significant discoveries, but we must approach it with caution and readiness. Sinclair, always the strategist, added, We'll need to establish clear communication protocols and joint command structures to ensure smooth operations. O'Connor, ever the pragmatist, nodded in agreement. And we'll have to make sure our technologies are compatible. Their systems are advanced, but different. The teams from both species began to work together, planning the expedition meticulously. They held joint training sessions, familiarizing themselves with each other's technologies and procedures. The humans were impressed by the Amazonians' martial prowess and advanced weaponry, while the Amazonians admired the humans' ingenuity and problem-solving skills. We have a lot to learn from each other, Sinclair said during a training exercise. Our strengths complement theirs, and vice versa. First Officer Nirala, who had grown close to Sinclair, smiled. Indeed, together we are a formidable force. The plan was set in motion, and the combined fleet launched into space, their destination a series of uncharted systems that promised both danger and discovery. The joint expedition ventured into uncharted space, encountering strange phenomena and new worlds. The humans and Amazonians worked side by side, their cooperation deepening with each challenge they faced. One day, as they approached an unexplored star system, the fleet's sensors detected unusual energy readings emanating from a nearby planet. The readings were unlike anything they had encountered before, sparking both curiosity and caution. We're picking up significant energy signatures from the planet's surface, Chief Engineer O'Connor reported. It could be a natural phenomenon, or it could indicate advanced technology. Harper nodded. Let's investigate, but proceed with caution. We don't know what we're dealing with. A landing party was assembled, consisting of both human and Amazonian officers. Harper and Zirana led the mission, accompanied by Sinclair, Nirala, O'Connor, and several other key personnel. As they descended to the planet's surface, they were greeted by a landscape of stark beauty and mystery. Strange crystalline formations jutted from the ground, pulsing with a faint, otherworldly glow. This place is incredible, Sinclair murmured, scanning the surroundings. But we need to be careful. These energy readings could indicate danger. Zirana nodded. Stay alert, everyone. We don't know what we might encounter. The team moved cautiously through the crystalline forest, their senses on high alert. As they ventured deeper, they discovered the ruins of an ancient civilization, partially buried beneath the crystalline growths. The structures were massive and intricately designed, hinting at a once great society. "This technology is unlike anything we've seen," O'Connor said, examining an intricate device embedded in one of the ruins. "It could provide valuable insights into our own advancements." As they explored, they encountered remnants of advanced technology and mysterious artifacts. Harper and Zorana worked together to decipher the purpose of these artifacts, hoping to uncover the secrets of the ancient civilization. "We need to understand what happened here," Harper said. "There might be clues to the fate of this civilization and lessons for our future." As the joint team worked together, they uncovered more about the ancient civilization, piecing together its history and the possible reasons for its downfall. The process of discovery brought the humans and Amazonians closer, their shared excitement and curiosity bridging any remaining cultural gaps. "We're making history together," Sinclair said to Nirala as they stood on a ridge overlooking the ruins. "This alliance could be the start of something incredible." Nirala nodded. "Indeed, we are stronger together, and our combined knowledge will lead us to new heights." Their investigation revealed that the ancient civilization had harnessed a powerful energy source, which had ultimately led to their downfall. The crystalline formations were a byproduct of this energy, now left as a haunting reminder of their fate. "We must learn from their mistakes," Zorana said. "Power must be wielded with wisdom and caution." Harper agreed. "We have a responsibility to use our knowledge and technology for the greater good. This expedition is a testament to what we can achieve together." As the fleet continued its journey, the bond between the humans and Amazonians grew stronger. They faced challenges and overcame them through their collaboration, their differences becoming their greatest strengths. Harper and Zorana often reflected on the progress they had made, confident that their alliance would lead to a brighter future for both their species. The joint expedition continued their journey, uncovering the mysteries of the ancient civilization and growing stronger in their alliance. However, their discoveries attracted unwanted attention. As they ventured deeper into uncharted space, they encountered a hostile alien species known as the Dracon. The Dracon were aggressive and territorial, attacking without warning. The first encounter occurred while the fleet was investigating a lush, resource-rich planet. The Horizon and the Amazonian flagship Valor were in orbit, conducting scans when the Dracon fleet emerged from hyperspace. "Captain, multiple unknown vessels have just entered the system," Lieutenant Grace Sinclair reported. "They're closing in fast." Harper quickly assessed the situation. "Raise shields and arm all weapons. Prepare for evasive maneuvers." The Dracon ships opened fire, their weaponry powerful and relentless. The combined fleet scrambled to respond, returning fire and attempting to establish defensive positions. On the bridge of the Valor, Commander Zorana issued orders with calm precision. "All units, form a defensive perimeter. Protect the Horizon and our allied ships." Despite their initial reluctance, the humans proved to be formidable in battle, their tactical ingenuity surprising their Amazonian allies. Harper directed the Horizon with precision, coordinating with Zorana to counter the Dracon assault. "Focus fire on their lead ship," Harper commanded. "If we can break their formation, we might force them to retreat." The battle was fierce, the Dracon showing no signs of backing down. The Horizon and Valor worked in unison, their combined firepower slowly turning the tide. The Dracon ships began to falter under the relentless assault. "Your reluctance for warfare does not diminish your capability," Zorana observed over the comms. "You fight with precision and purpose." Harper responded, "We fight to protect, not to conquer. That is our way." With a final concentrated effort, the combined fleet managed to repel the Dracon forces, driving them back into hyperspace. The immediate threat was over, but the encounter left the expedition wary. The threat of the Dracon forced the humans and Amazonians to strengthen their alliance. They shared their knowledge and resources, developing new strategies and technologies to counter the Dracon threat. Back on the Valor, Harper and Zorana held a strategy meeting with their key officers, including Sinclair, Nirala, and O'Connor. The atmosphere was tense, but determined. "We need to be better prepared for future encounters," Harper said. "The Dracon are aggressive and well-armed. We need to develop tactics that can effectively counter their strengths." Nirala added, We should also consider enhancing our defensive capabilities. Their initial assault was almost overwhelming. O'Connor nodded in agreement. We can upgrade our shields and weapon systems with the technology we've discovered from the ancient ruins. It will give us an edge in battle. The teams worked tirelessly, integrating the new technologies and refining their tactics. The humans' ingenuity and adaptability combined with the Amazonians' martial prowess created a formidable alliance. In one pivotal battle, the combined fleet managed to repel a massive Dracon assault. The victory was hard-earned, but it solidified the bond between the two species. We've proven we can stand against any threat, Sinclair said during a debriefing. Our alliance is stronger than ever. Zirana looked at Harper, respect evident in her eyes. Together we are a force to be reckoned with. Your approach to warfare has taught us much. Harper smiled. And your strength and determination have taught us valuable lessons. We will continue to stand together. Despite their successes, tensions began to rise within the expedition. Some Amazonians viewed the humans' reluctance for warfare as a sign of weakness, while some humans were wary of the Amazonians' martial culture. Harper and Zirana worked tirelessly to address these concerns, holding frequent meetings to foster understanding and cooperation. During one such meeting, Harper addressed both crews. We must remember our common goals. We are here to learn from each other and to explore the unknown. Our differences are our strengths. Zirana agreed. Our alliance has proven that together we are stronger. We must embrace our differences and continue to work together. The renewed commitment to cooperation paid off. The combined fleet faced numerous challenges, from navigating treacherous space anomalies to battling the Dracon, and each time their unity and resilience saw them through. The expedition discovered new planets, rich with resources and potential for colonization. They also found remnants of other ancient civilizations, each with their own lessons and mysteries. Harper and Zirana often reflected on the progress they had made. We have achieved much together, Zirana said during a quiet moment on the bridge of the Valor. Your reluctance for warfare has shown us a new path, Harper smiled. And your strength and determination have taught us valuable lessons. Together, we are better. With their spirits high and their determination unwavering, the joint expedition continued their journey into the unknown, ready to face whatever challenges lay ahead. Their bond, forged in the fires of battle and tempered by mutual respect, would guide them through the vast, unpredictable expanse of space. Despite their successes, tensions began to rise within the expedition. Some Amazonians viewed the humans' reluctance for warfare as a sign of weakness, while some humans were wary of the Amazonians' martial culture. Captain Jack Harper and Commander Zirana worked tirelessly to address these concerns, holding frequent meetings to foster understanding and cooperation. During one such meeting, Harper addressed both crews. We must remember our common goals. We are here to learn from each other and to explore the unknown. Our differences are our strengths, Zirana agreed. Our alliance has proven that together we are stronger. We must embrace our differences and continue to work together. However, underlying tensions remained. Lieutenant Grace Sinclair noticed the subtle shifts in the crew's behavior and approached Harper with her concerns. Captain, some of our crew members are starting to question our alliance. They see the Amazonians' reliance on martial strength as a threat to our values. Harper nodded, his brow furrowed. I've noticed it too. We need to find a way to bridge this gap. Meanwhile, Nirala had similar concerns among her people. She discussed them with Zirana. Commander, some of our warriors view the humans' reluctance for warfare as a weakness. They worry it will undermine our strength. Zirana sighed. We need to remind them of the benefits of this alliance. We've achieved much together, but we must ensure that our bond remains strong. An opportunity to address these tensions arose when the expedition discovered an ancient star map that hinted at the location of a powerful artifact known as the Celestial Heart. Legend spoke of its immense power, capable of altering the fabric of reality itself. We must find this artifact, Zirana declared during a strategy meeting. It could be the key to ending the threat of the Dracon once and for all. Harper was cautious. We must also consider the risks. Such power could be dangerous if misused. We need to ensure it doesn't fall into the wrong hands. The decision was made to pursue the Celestial Heart, but with a commitment to use its power wisely and responsibly. This joint mission would also serve as a test of their alliance, pushing both crews to work together more closely than ever before. The journey to the artifact's location was fraught with peril. The expedition navigated through treacherous space, facing numerous challenges and overcoming them through their combined ingenuity and strength. As they drew closer to the artifact, the tension within the fleet grew. The promise of immense power weighed heavily on everyone's minds, amplifying the underlying tensions between the two species. "We must remain vigilant," Harper warned. "Power can corrupt, and we must ensure we use it for the greater good." The combined fleet approached the coordinates indicated by the ancient star map. They found themselves on the outskirts of a dense nebula, the energy readings off the charts. "This is it," Chief Engineer David O'Connor said, analyzing the data. "The Celestial Heart is somewhere within this nebula." As they ventured deeper, they encountered strange spatial anomalies and gravitational disturbances. The navigation required precise coordination between the human and Amazonian ships, testing their ability to work together under pressure. Lieutenant Sinclair and First Officer Nirala coordinated the fleet's movements, their bond of friendship helping to smooth over any friction. "We need to stay focused," Sinclair said over the comms. "Every ship must follow the exact path we've plotted." Nirala nodded. "Any deviation could be catastrophic. Stay sharp, everyone." The fleet finally arrived at the heart of the nebula, where they found a massive ancient structure that housed the Celestial Heart. The structure was heavily guarded by automated defense systems and surrounded by an energy field of immense power. Harper and Zorana led a joint landing party to the surface of the structure. As they disembarked, they were immediately met with resistance from the automated defenses. The air crackled with energy as the defenses launched powerful attacks. "Engage at will," Harper commanded. "But be careful. We don't want to damage the structure." The combined forces worked together, their coordinated efforts proving effective against the automated defenses. The humans' tactical ingenuity and the Amazonians' martial prowess complemented each other perfectly, showcasing the strength of their alliance. As they fought their way to the core of the structure, they encountered complex puzzles and traps designed to protect the Celestial Heart. Harper and Zorana led their teams through these challenges, their leadership and determination inspiring their crews. "We're almost there," Zorana said, her eyes fixed on the glowing chamber ahead. "The Celestial Heart is within our grasp." Harper nodded. "Remember, we must handle it with care. The power it holds could change everything." The teams finally reached the chamber housing the Celestial Heart, a radiant sphere pulsing with unimaginable energy. The artifact's power was both awe-inspiring and terrifying, a testament to the advanced civilization that had created it. "This is it," O'Connor said, his voice filled with wonder. "The power to change everything." Harper and Zorana stepped forward, their hands reaching out to touch the artifact. "We must use this power wisely," Harper said, his voice firm, "for the greater good of our alliance and the galaxy." As they activated the Celestial Heart, a wave of energy surged through the structure, causing the surrounding nebula to pulse with light. The power of the artifact was immense, but Harper and Zorana's combined resolve ensured it was controlled and used responsibly. The journey back to their fleet was filled with a renewed sense of purpose and unity. The expedition had proven the strength of their alliance and the potential for even greater achievements in the future. As they prepared to depart the nebula, Harper addressed both crews. "We have achieved something incredible together. This alliance has shown that we are stronger united. Let us continue to build on this foundation and face the future with hope and determination." Zorana nodded in agreement. "Together, we will overcome any challenge and forge a brighter future for both our species." With the Celestial Heart secured and their bond stronger than ever, the combined fleet set course for their next destination, ready to face whatever challenges lay ahead. The expedition had successfully retrieved the Celestial Heart, but its immense power brought both excitement and apprehension. As the fleet journeyed back to their home territories, Captain Jack Harper and Commander Zerana knew they needed to ensure the artifact's power was used wisely. Back on the horizon, Harper gathered his senior staff in the briefing room. Lieutenant Grace Sinclair, Chief Engineer David O'Connor, and Dr. Elena Marquez, the ship's science officer, joined him around the holographic table. "The Celestial Heart is an incredible find," Harper began. "But we need to fully understand its capabilities and the potential risks it poses." Dr. Marquez nodded. "I've been analyzing the energy readings. The heart has the potential to manipulate space-time and energy on a massive scale. We need to be extremely careful in how we use it." Lieutenant Sinclair added, "We also need to consider the security risks. If the Dracon or any other hostile species learn of its existence, they could come after it." Harper turned to O'Connor. "David, I need you to work on developing containment and control systems for the heart. We need to ensure it can't be used recklessly or fall into the wrong hands." Meanwhile, on the Amazonian flagship Valor, Commander Zerana held a similar meeting with her officers, including First Officer Nirala and Chief Tactician Varric. "We have secured the Celestial Heart, but its power is both a boon and a burden," Zerana said. "We must work with the humans to ensure it is used responsibly, and only when absolutely necessary." Nirala nodded. "We should establish a joint council to oversee its use. Decisions about the heart should not be made lightly." Varric, ever the warrior, added, "We should also enhance our defenses. If our enemies discover we possess such power, they will undoubtedly come for it." As the two fleets continued their journey, the humans and Amazonians worked together to develop safeguards and protocols for the Celestial Heart. They established a joint council, comprising members from both species, to oversee its use and ensure it remained secure. While the joint fleet worked on securing the Celestial Heart, they received an urgent distress signal from one of the outer colonies. The signal was weak and garbled, but it was clear that the Dracon were on the move again. Harper and Zerana convened a meeting with the Joint Council to discuss the situation. "We have detected Dracon activity near our outer colonies," Harper said. "It appears they are amassing their forces for another attack." Zerana's eyes narrowed. "They must have learned of the Celestial Heart. We need to prepare our defenses and ensure the artifact is secure." The Council quickly devised a plan. The fleet would split into two groups, one to defend the outer colonies and the other to transport the Celestial Heart to a secure location deep within human and Amazonian territory. Harper and Sinclair would lead the defensive group, while Zerana and Nirala would oversee the transport of the heart. Chief Engineer O'Connor and Dr. Marquez would work together to develop a secure containment facility for the artifact. "We need to move quickly," Sinclair said. "The Dracon won't wait long before launching their attack." The defensive fleet arrived at the outer colonies just as the Dracon began their assault. The battle was intense, with the Dracon forces displaying a ferocity and determination that took the defenders by surprise. "Hold the line," Harper commanded, coordinating the fleet's maneuvers. "We cannot let them break through." The human and Amazonian ships fought valiantly, their combined tactics and firepower gradually turning the tide. Sinclair led her squadron with precision, targeting key Dracon vessels and disrupting their formations. Back on the Valor, Zerana and Nirala oversaw the transport of the Celestial Heart. The journey was fraught with tension, knowing that any mistake could lead to disaster. They maintained constant communication with O'Connor and Marquez, who were preparing the containment facility. "We're nearing the secure location," Nirala reported. "How are the preparations coming along?" O'Connor's voice crackled over the comms. "We're almost ready. The containment field is stable, and we've implemented multiple fail-safes to ensure it remains secure." As the transport fleet approached the containment facility, they encountered a small Dracon scouting party. Zerana acted quickly, ordering the fleet to engage and neutralize the threat. "Protect the heart at all costs," Zerana commanded. "We cannot let them get close." The Amazonians and humans worked together seamlessly, quickly dispatching the Dracon scouts. With the immediate threat neutralized, they successfully transported the Celestial Heart to the containment facility. "Containment field is active," Marquez confirmed. "The heart is secure." With the artifact safely contained, The focus shifted back to the ongoing battle at the outer colonies. Harper and Sinclair's fleet had managed to repel the Dracon assault, but the fight had been costly. "We've held them off for now," Harper said, surveying the damage. "But they'll be back. We need to strengthen our defenses and be ready for their next move." The Joint Council reconvened to discuss the next steps. They agreed to increase their patrols and intelligence efforts, ensuring they would not be caught off guard again. They also decided to enhance their collaboration, sharing resources and knowledge to develop new technologies and strategies. "We have faced great challenges and overcome them together," Zirana said. "Our alliance has proven its strength. We must continue to stand united against any threat." Harper nodded. "Together, we will protect our people and secure a future of peace and cooperation." As the joint fleet prepared for the challenges ahead, they knew their alliance would be tested again. But with their combined strength and determination, they were ready to face whatever the galaxy had in store. In the aftermath of the battle at the outer colonies, the joint fleet took time to regroup and repair their ships. The Dracon threat loomed large, and the urgency to gather intelligence on their next move became paramount. Captain Jack Harper and Commander Zirana were determined to stay one step ahead. Harper called a meeting with his senior staff and their Amazonian counterparts. "We need to understand the Dracon's strategy and intentions," he said. "We can't afford to be caught off guard again." Lieutenant Grace Sinclair, ever the strategist, suggested a reconnaissance mission deep into Dracon territory. "We need to send a team to gather intelligence. If we can infiltrate their command structure, we might be able to anticipate their next move." First Officer Nirala agreed. "A stealth mission would be our best chance. We have the technology to cloak our ships and avoid detection." Chief Engineer David O'Connor and Dr. Elena Marquez worked together to enhance the stealth capabilities of a small reconnaissance ship. They equipped it with advanced cloaking devices and sensor arrays, making it nearly invisible to Dracon detection systems. "We'll need our best operatives for this mission," Harper said. "Grace, I want you to lead the team. Nirala, you'll accompany her." The team prepared for the mission with meticulous care. Sinclair and Nirala handpicked a small group of elite soldiers and technicians, ensuring they were ready for any challenge. As the reconnaissance ship, named Shadow, prepared to depart, Harper and Zirana briefed the team. "This mission is critical," Harper emphasized. "Gather as much information as you can and return safely. The fate of our alliance depends on it." Zirana added, "You have our trust and our hopes. May the stars guide you." The Shadow slipped into Dracon territory, its cloaking device rendering it nearly invisible. The team navigated through treacherous space, avoiding patrols and scanning for signs of Dracon activity. As they approached a Dracon outpost, Sinclair and Nirala devised a plan to infiltrate the base. "We'll need to move quickly and quietly," Sinclair said. "Our primary objective is to access their central database and retrieve any relevant information." The team donned stealth suits and exited the Shadow, making their way into the Dracon outpost. They encountered minimal resistance, their advanced technology allowing them to bypass security systems and avoid detection. Inside the outpost, they found the central database. Nirala worked quickly to hack into the system, her fingers flying over the controls. "I've got access," she whispered, "downloading the data now." As they secured the data, an alarm suddenly blared. The Dracon had detected their presence. "We've been compromised," Sinclair said, her voice tense. "We need to get out of here." The team fought their way back to the Shadow, engaging in fierce skirmishes with Dracon soldiers. Despite the intensity of the battle, they managed to return to their ship and escape the outpost. "Data secured," Nirala reported as they reactivated the cloaking device and navigated away from the Dracon territory. "Let's get this back to the fleet." The Shadow returned to the fleet, the crew exhausted but triumphant. Sinclair and Nirala delivered the data to Harper and Zirana, who convened the Joint Council to analyze the information. Dr. Marquez and Chief Engineer O'Connor worked tirelessly to decrypt and interpret the data. "This information is incredible," Marquez said, her eyes wide with astonishment. "The Dracon are planning a massive assault on our core worlds. They're mobilizing their entire fleet." Harper's face hardened. We need to prepare immediately. We must fortify our defenses and devise a strategy to counter their assault. Zirana nodded. We should also consider striking preemptively. If we can disrupt their preparations, we might be able to weaken their offensive capabilities. The council debated their options, weighing the risks and benefits of each course of action. They ultimately decided on a two-pronged strategy: fortify their core worlds while launching targeted strikes to disrupt the Dracon's preparations. We'll need to work together seamlessly, Sinclair said. Our forces must be coordinated and ready to respond at a moment's notice. As the fleet prepared for the impending conflict, Harper and Zirana addressed their crews, emphasizing the importance of unity and cooperation. We are stronger together, Harper said, his voice firm. Our alliance has faced many challenges, and we have overcome them. This will be our greatest test, but I have no doubt that we will prevail. Zirana added, The Dracon seek to conquer and destroy, but we stand for something greater. We fight to protect our people, our homes, and our future. Together we will show them the strength of our alliance. The joint fleet mobilized, their ships bristling with weapons and fortified with new defenses. They established a network of early warning systems and patrols to detect any signs of the Dracon approach. As the days passed, tension mounted. The fleet remained on high alert, ready to respond to any threat. Harper and Zirana worked closely with their officers, ensuring that every detail was accounted for. One evening, as Harper and Zirana reviewed the latest intelligence reports, they shared a moment of quiet reflection. We've come a long way, Harper said, from first contact to standing together against a common enemy. It's been an incredible journey. Zirana nodded. Indeed, our alliance is a testament to what we can achieve when we set aside our differences and work together. Whatever happens, I am proud of what we have accomplished. As they prepared for the battle to come, the joint fleet stood united, their resolve unbreakable. They knew that the Dracon assault would be fierce, but they were ready to face it together, their alliance stronger than ever. With their hearts steeled and their spirits high, the humans and Amazonians looked to the stars, ready to defend their homes and secure a future of peace and cooperation. The fate of their alliance, and perhaps the galaxy, hung in the balance, but they were prepared to face whatever challenges lay ahead. The day had come. The joint fleet's early warning systems detected a massive Dracon armada approaching their core worlds. The scale of the assault was staggering, with hundreds of warships bristling with advanced weaponry. Captain Jack Harper and Commander Zirana stood side by side on the bridge of the horizon, their faces set with determination. The fleet was ready, their defenses fortified, and their strategies in place. All units, prepare for battle, Harper commanded over the fleet-wide comms. This is it. Hold the line and protect our homes. The combined human and Amazonian fleet formed a defensive perimeter around the core worlds, their ships positioned strategically to maximize their firepower and coverage. The tension was palpable as they awaited the Dracon's arrival. They're here, Lieutenant Grace Sinclair reported, her eyes fixed on the sensors. Dracon ships incoming. Prepare for engagement. The Dracon armada emerged from hyperspace, their ships spreading out and launching a barrage of energy weapons and missiles. The sky lit up with the glow of battle as the joint fleet responded with coordinated precision. Focus fire on their lead ships, Harper ordered. We need to break their formation. The human and Amazonian ships moved as one, their combined firepower overwhelming the Dracon vanguard. The enemy ships began to falter, their formation breaking under the relentless assault. First Officer Nirala, leading a squadron of Amazonian fighters, coordinated with Sinclair's human pilots to execute precision strikes on key Dracon vessels. Target their command ships, Nirala instructed. Disrupt their coordination. The battle was fierce and chaotic, the void of space filled with the sounds of explosions and the flash of laser fire. Despite the intensity, the joint fleet held their ground, their determination unyielding. As the fighting raged on, Harper received a report from Dr. Elena Marquez and Chief Engineer David O'Connor. Captain, we've identified a weakness in the Dracon's shield technology, Marquez explained. If we can synchronize our attacks, we can penetrate their defenses. Harper relayed the information to Zorana. "Commander, we have a potential breakthrough. We need to coordinate a focused attack on their shields." Zorana's eyes gleamed with determination. "Understood. Let's show them the strength of our alliance." The joint fleet executed the plan with precision. Human and Amazonian ships synchronized their attacks, targeting the weak points in the Dracon shields. The enemy defenses began to crumble, leaving their ships vulnerable to the combined firepower. "We're breaking through," Sinclair exclaimed, her voice filled with hope. "Keep up the pressure." With their shields failing, the Dracon ships began to fall one by one. The joint fleet pressed their advantage, pushing the enemy back and gaining ground. The tide of battle was turning in their favor. The joint fleet's relentless assault continued to wear down the Dracon forces. The enemy armada, once an overwhelming threat, was now in disarray. The combined strength and coordination of the humans and Amazonians proved too much for the Dracon to handle. "We're pushing them back," Harper said, his voice filled with determination. "But we can't let up. We need to keep the pressure on." As the Dracon ships retreated, the joint fleet pursued them, targeting their command vessels and cutting off their escape routes. The battle raged on, but the outcome was becoming clear. The Dracon were losing. Commander Zorana led a strike team to board one of the Dracon command ships, aiming to capture their leader and gather crucial intelligence.